Hi, Steve and Caleb with Brownells here, and today we want to talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts when you visit a gun shop. And Caleb and I have both worked in gun shops in our career, and we've seen about every kind of customer there is to see. So let's go over a few things. First of all, if you've never been in a gun shop before, as soon as you cross that threshold, you've entered a different world altogether. You look around and it's pretty unfamiliar. But it's just like anything else. The more you learn, the easier it gets. So let's talk about the types of behaviors we see and what to do and what to not do, really.
Right. So when you first walk in, it can be a bit overwhelming, but we're going to give you some tips here that'll hopefully make you more comfortable once you get through that threshold. So if you're unfamiliar with firearm safety in general, go check out our previous quick tip. We covered that. That's definitely a much watch before going into the actual gun store itself. But once you're in there, you'll notice there's a lot of different types of firearms. Now, let's say you're looking for a concealed carry handgun or just a pistol to keep at home. Approach one of the sales staff and let them know that, and they'll show you a wide variety of firearms that'll best suit those needs. And another thing, for example, let's say you're going in for a concealed carry handgun. You've read some reviews on a specific one. Check that one out, but also check out some other guns the same size, because not every gun fits everyone perfectly, and you may find one that actually fits you a bit better. So it's best to try them all out.
Actually, what you want to do is spend more time thinking about what the gun's to be used for and how you want to use it, rather than a particular gun. The gun will be a function of what has to be done and what works for you. So some people gravitate toward automatics, some revolvers, but make sure that you think about your situation, where you're going to wear that gun or use that gun or take it to the range. That'll determine the size, the caliber, and a whole lot of other things. And there's a lot. That's why you want the advice of a professional to help guide you through that.
That's an excellent point. And I'd also kind of like to throw in on the side, if you're an experienced firearm user in the gun store and a new gun or new potential gun owner comes in and they're talking to the sales staff, let's say they're looking at a SIG and you're a Glock guy, let it go. Let the man do his job. Let him look at that gun. And that's a big thing we see a lot of too, and it can kind of be a bit off-putting and overwhelming for the new firearm user when that happens. So I just let it go.
Everyone thinks they're an expert.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're an expert in what they themselves like, but not what works for somebody else. So just bear that in mind.
And another thing I'd like to put on the side as well that I've seen a lot of, being a gunsmith working in a gun shop that has a retail section, when you're bringing a firearm into a gunsmith to have it looked at, chances are the gun was checked at the door. Whenever you hand it to that gunsmith, he's going to check it again. I've had some people get offended, like they say, "Oh no, it's unloaded. You don't trust me?" Just let them check the gun. It's second nature. It's something they're always going to do.
It is. If somebody handed me a gun, not only would I check it then, but I would check it before I handed it back to them after we had our conversation. It's just a habit you get into, and sooner or later, it'll save you from an accidental discharge.
Right.
I guarantee it.
There's the redundancies of safety is definitely a good thing. It's only going to help you.
So the main thing is to do a little bit of research, go into the shop and talk to someone about what would work best for you, because it's not going to be the same for everyone. I don't care what anybody says. You are an individual and you need some kind of firearm that may not work for somebody else. It's easy.
Exactly. And if you come across any questions in your research, please give us a call. Or if you have any questions up front, give us a call. And if you have any gun shop horror stories, we'd love to hear about them. Leave us a comment down below. And that's it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.